Hello and welcome back to Football Manager once again. Today we have got the Hartlepool fixture, and I think I can win this one quite handedly. Hartlepool are mid-table obscurity at this point in time, and that is a surprise to someone who grew up with this, League One Hartlepool, nearly Championship Hartlepool, and it is a surprise. Now, of course, I won't say we're guaranteed to win it. We're not guaranteed to win any games this season or any season for that matter. But given the performance we put up against Wrexham in the last game, with Tyrone O'Neill scoring a brilliant number of goals this season already, I can't. Oh, my apologies. Got a bit of a thing on my throat today. I'm recording this video the day after I recorded yesterday's video. I say yesterday's 3 o'clock's video. I'm still getting used to doing 2 videos a day, and my throat's a bit gaggly today for some reason. I don't quite know why. But yes, going back to what I was saying, he scored a number of goals this season, 11 from 7 games, incredible form. And given that, actually, going back onto his history, he played in the Championship last season. Admittedly, 7 substitute appearances and admittedly not all that great, but he did play, and that's the important thing. So he's definitely adept to this level at the very least. I mean, 11 goals from 7 games is definitely not bad. According to Dynamics, unfortunately, he is annoyed about playing in the wrong position. He's unhappy with training, he's unhappy with the high amount of extra training he's been asked to do. Again, there's not a lot I can do about it, unfortunately. But as you can see here, he is pleased with how the previous chat went because I praised his form. He's obviously happy to see the club performing well. If a player is unhappy with performing well, you've got to look into that for some reason. And he believes that the very good support overall for me as manager is fair, which is obviously good. Of course, this player isn't ever going to be, Championship or Premier League quality, and given that I don't think it would be much chance to sign him, at least now anyway. If we were to get promoted to top of the league and have a sizable budget for next season in terms of, say, £100,000 to £200,000 transfer and a £30,000 or £40,000 wage budget, I could easily see us making the signing of Tyrone O'Neill without a question. And as well as looking at the younger players with good potential of this squad, I mean, you've got Adam Svivita, the 21-year-old goalkeeper who's actually in goal today. Got Max Robson, the attacking midfielder, Eddie Carrington, Kirk, Oyagoki. Lots and lots of players with even like just 4-star potential. Good players are at this club. So, yeah, not bad. Let's get forward into today's game. Unfortunately, a lot of the players in this side are going to be lacking in terms of their fitness, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately, Nugent picked up an injury in the in between the games of blisters, so he can't play today, which is unfortunate. Of course, I had hoped to have him on the bench, of course, because obviously Magoma is not at full fitness, so there is a risk of him not being able to fully see this game out, at which point I'd be forced to put Robson in the centre midfield, and even then he's the exact same, so it's going to be difficult, I think, but hopefully we should see this game out. Obviously, Adam Svivita is making his debut today in place of Matt Jones, and captaincy I believe is passed on to Jack Earing. So for today's game we have Adam Svivita in goal with Daniel Oyagoki, Alex Kirk, David Agbontohoma and Oscar Terenzi in defence. Paris Magoma and Jack Earing in the centre midfield with Odi Alpha at right wing, Tyrone O'Neill at left wing, Leo Gaia in attack, and Max Robson as a central attack midfielder. On the bench we have Matt Jones, Niall Mayer, Jamie Allen, Tom Bradbury and Ryan Hillier. Whilst Hartlepool have Ben Killip in goal, Daniel Dodds, Timmy Odesina, Ryan Johnson, David Ferguson, Hayden Hackney, Mark Shelton, Jamie Insall, Claudio Orfoso, Mason Bloomfield and Captain Oliver Shannon. Whilst on the bench they have Lawrence Wooten, Brad Young, Aaron Cunningham, Tom Crawford and Christ Junior Tay. Christ. And refereeing today is Matthew DeSeco, not sure how to pronounce that last name. But let's go into this game knowing that obviously a win will put us back top again because I don't think Chesterfield are playing. I think they're on TV today. McGowan with a corner kick swings it into the far post where Bonta Homer's looping header, but it is off of the crossbar. It was a very good effort from the man, but unfortunately did not go in the net. But yes, I believe Chesterfield are on TV today. Shelton with a free kick over the top looking for Bloomfield, whose shot is put wide. It does seem to be rather end-to-end football for today's game, which is... I was wrong, it's not against Yeovil, but I think they are on TV. And whoever they are facing against, they clearly haven't gone ahead yet, which is obviously a benefit. But yes, it's very end-to-end football, it seems, today at our game, and normally I'd be happy to see this sort of thing in real life. End-to-end football is normally a more entertaining football, however, I think I'd prefer to have one end be full of the game whilst managing. Poor goal kick from the Hartlepool goalkeeper ends up with Oyagoki. Plays it into the middle looking for Earring now. Plays it back to Kirk. Kirk over the top looking for Leo Gaia but doesn't find him. Hackney now with the ball for Hartlepool. Ball through the middle for Bloomfield. Bloomfield running it around in the middle but then stops to pass the ball back to Hackney. Over the top looking for Afozu, but it's a poor ball into him. And thankfully Adam Civita makes a brilliant recovery from a very poor save to stop him conceding as early on. Hackney with a corner kick swings it in, headed away by Terenzi. Hackney out the ball on the edge of the box, gets another cross in, but this ball evades everyone and goes for a goal kick. And I just noticed there that Chesterfield went 1-0 up, went 1-1, and then went 2-1 up. So they're playing Torquay, and hopefully Torquay can do us a favour today and equalise, or at the very least win. We'll pump fists again, and instead of saying the bottom right the assistant recommends, I'm actually going to say we've been the better team, because we actually have been the better team in terms of possession and all that sort of stuff. Admittedly, more shots on target for them, that is not a big problem. O'Neill with the ball, plays it to Earring. Earring passes it forward to Magoma. Magoma plays it Alpha to Gaia, but it's a very poor shot, and the Albanian is not having a good day out there today, and I think he could be the first player I bring off for Ryan Hillier. But for now, he's on, and he will be on for as long as he needs to be. Dot plays the ball to Hackney, but Hackney loses out to Robson in a very good tackle. Robson now running down that left wing, gets brought down by a man on a yellow card, and it does seem to be a red card on its way to the Hartlepool team. I'm going to pause the game right now, and because they've gone down to 10 men, we're going to go fully attacking. We're going to bring off Leo Gaia for Ryan Hillier. We're also going to bring off Daniel Oyagoki for Niall Mayer because of his low condition, and for now leave it as is. Admittedly, Daniel Oyagoki's got the most assists out of anyone in this side, but I think he needs a break from the match. He is on a 7.2, very, very impressive current average rating, but I think the condition is going to be a problem for him. Throwing it from Mayer, looking for a ball into the box, but it's a very poor throw, and thankfully only ends up as far away as Earring. Mayer now at the ball again, looking for a cross to find O'Neill, and O'Neill's header goes wide. Today it just doesn't seem to be our day. We don't seem to have that clinical finish that we need to get our goal. I'm going to make another pause here. According to this, their right back is in all sorts of problems today. I'm actually going to do... Yes, I am. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring off Robson for Allen and go with a 4-4-2 formation with O'Neill with Hillier up front. And we're going to have O'Neill as the target man on a support role, with obviously Hillier playing as the pressing forward. We're going to have Allen on as a inverted winger, and we're going to try and get to that winning goal in the last 10 minutes. Now, of course, we need to worry about whether or not we can actually pull off that winner, but it is going to be needed. And with just 4 minutes stoppage time, this game ends in a 0-0 draw. That is frustrating to say one thing, but it's a positive to say another. It means we didn't lose when we didn't have all that much in terms of fit players to play. So it could have been a lot worse, let's put it that way. But at least Svivita keeps a debut clean sheet, as you can see there, which is obviously good news. Torquay did hold Chesterfield to a 2-2 draw, again very good news. And Umar Traore scoring again. Gateshead pulling back to draw 2-2 with Kings Lynn, a team who are actually on the verge of a playoff themselves this season. That could be interesting. So obviously the next game you'll be seeing on here will be tomorrow for you. Probably later today for me, I'll probably record it. But it'll obviously be the FA Cup 4th round. And we're hoping, at least I'm hoping, to try and get an easy opposition. And by easy opposition, I mean non-league. So a team in the 7th through 10th tier of football. But until then, as I say every episode, I bid thee adieu, goodbye.